Grover Cleveland was the 24th President of the United States. I already tell you the birth date. His presidency is from 1893 to 1897. He was the only president that had two non-consecutive terms. He later retired again in 1897, and he later died in 1908. William McKinley was the 25th President of the United States. He was born in 1843. His presidency is from 1897 to 1901. He later died in 1901 due to assassination. He was the 5th president to die in office and the 3rd president to be assassinated. Theodore Roosevelt was the 26th president of the United States. He was born in 1858. His presidency is from 1901 to 1909. He later retired in 1909, and in 1906 he got the Nobel Peace Prize. He later died in 1919. William Howard Taft was the 27th President of the United States. He was born in 1857. His presidency is from 1909 to 1913. He later retired in 1913 and later died in 1930. Woodrow Wilson was the 28th President of the United States. He was born in 1856. His presidency is from 1913 to 1921. He later retired in 1921 and later died in 1924. Warren G. Harding was the 29th President of the United States. He was born in 1865. His presidency is from 1921 to 1923. He later died in 1923. He was the 6th president to die in office. Calvin Coolidge was the 30th President of the United States. He was born in 1872. His presidency is from 1823 to 1929. He later retired in 1929 and later died in 1933. Herbert Hoover was the 31st President of the United States. He was born in 1874. His presidency is from 1929 to 1933. He later retired in 1933 and later died in 1964. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the 32nd President of the United States. He was born in 1882. His presidency is from 1933 to 1945. He was the longest president. He has 4 terms. His first term began in 1933. His second term began in 1937. His third term began in 1941, and his fourth term began in 1945. He later died in 1945 he later died in 1945 because of a headache, and he was the longest president. Have 12 years, and also he was the 7th president to die in office. Well, Harry S. Truman was the 33rd President of the United States. He was born in 1884. His presidency is from 1945 to 1953. He later retired in 1953 and later died in 1972. Dwight D. Eisenhower was the 34th President of the United States. He was born in 1890. His presidency is from 1953 to 1961. He later retired in 1961 and later died in 1969. John F. Kennedy was the 35th President of the United States. He was born in 1917. His presidency is from 1961 to 1963. He later died in 1963 due to assassination, and he was the 48th president to die in office. Lyndon B. Johnson was the 37th president of the United States. 36th president of the United States. He was born in 1908. His presidency is from 1963 to 1969. He later retired in 1969 and later died in 1973. Richard Nixon was the 37th president of the United States. He was born in 1913. His presidency is from 1969 to 1974. On August 8, 1974, Nixon was about to resign, and he gave a farewell speech to everyone. And the next day, he resigned. He was the only president to resign. He later died on 1994. Gerald Ford was the 38th president of the United States. He was also born in 1913. His presidency is from 1974 to 1977. He was a replacement from Richard Nixon after he resigned. He later retired in 1977 and later died in 2006. He was also the only president who was never elected. Jimmy Carter was the 39th president of the United States. He was born in 1924. His presidency is from 1977 to 1981. He later retired in 1981 and is still living at age 97. Ronald Reagan was the 40th president of the United States. He was born in 1911. His presidency is from 1981 to 1989. In 1981, when Ronald Reagan was a president for 69 days, he got an assassination attempt. He was the second president who had an assassination attempt. He later retired in 1989 and later died in 2004. George H.W. Bush, or George Herbert Walker Bush, was the 41st president of the United States. He was born in 1924. His presidency is from 1989 to 1993. He later retired in 1993 and later died in 2018. He was the only president who died at the age of 94. Bill Clinton, or William Jefferson Bill Clinton, was born in 1946. He was the 42nd president. His presidency is from 1993 to 2001. During his presidency, he was impeached. He later retired in 2001 and is still living at age 75. George Walker Bush, or George W. Bush, was the 43rd president of the United States. He was born in 1946. His presidency is from 2001 to 2009. He later retired in 2009 and he was still living at age 75. Barack Obama was the 44th president of the United States. He was the first black president. He was born in 1961. His presidency is from 2009 to 2017. He later retired in 2017 and he's still living at age 60. Donald Trump was the 45th president of the United States. He was born in 1946. His presidency is from 2017 to 2021. And on 2019, he was impeached. On 2021, he had a conviction, and he's still living at age 75. Joe Biden was the 46th president of the United States. He was born in 1942. His presidency was from 2021 to today. And he's still living at age 79. Also, I'm sorry, you guys, because I was roasting Barack Obama because he was black. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye bye.